Now let's first save the file. Assign any name. Like I'm assigning file sales analysis case study. So in case if the file is corrupted or lost, our data will be saved. So whenever you perform any task, please make sure that you will click on Ctrl S or click on this button to save your whatever the tasks you have performed. Now if you just analyze the transaction table, the fact transaction table, here we can see a date table, the date field, which has one hierarchy of all the dates: year, quarter, monthly, and day. Whenever we have added any column of a date, it will automatically create a date hierarchy. And whenever we use this date field to represent any kind of visualization, it will always create a multiple hidden table. So if we don't want to create a multiple hidden table, we need to create our own date table. Additionally, if you can see here, it shows a sigma icon. It means this data contain a number value. Here in discount also and unit store also the same icon is reflecting. So it is called as the implicit measures. We will create explicit measures using modeling tab. We will create a new measures and we will use these measures in our visualization. And we will also create one date table using new column functions. Now first we need to create a new table, a date table. Now let's click on a new table. We will assign a name, dimension, date. Now we will use a calendar function. It is asking for a start date and end date. We will take a min formula to get a date from a financial transaction F transaction table, a date field. It will give us a minimum date. Now we want a year from this date. It will give you the minimum year. Now we will use a date function. In date, first we use a year. Here we have used a min function which will extract the minimum date, and here will give us the minimum date. We want to represent the first date, so we will write first month and day as a first. Now we'll just give comma, and for end date we will use the same formula, date function in year. Instead of min, we will use a max because we want a recent, the last use date. We will use max from transaction table. The max formula will give you the latest date, last date, and we want month. The month we'll use the last month. For a day we'll use the last date. Once you click it OK, it will create one date table. Here if you can see that new table is created which have one column date. If you go to the data panel, it will reflect one column of date. I'll click on save. Now I want a multiple column which reflect as day, month, year, and this company is following a fiscal year means from April to March. So we also want a fiscal quarter, a fiscal year. So let's create a column. The first I'll take a day from this table. From that you can select date. This is one option you can use it from a date table dot colon date, or else the other option is you can write day or a table name. Both the option will work. Now I want a month number. For a month number, I will simply write month and date. Selected the date. The first is date name, and in square bracket it reflect a field name, the column name. I will press enter. It will create one new column which contain a number. Now I want one more column for month. Here I want to reflect a month in Jan February format. For that I will use a format function. Use date from a date table and apply a format in M bracket close enter. That it will create a column which contain data for Jan, Feb, March. Now you can sort by column. So I want to sort month as per the month number. Apply a sorting. Now I want quarter. I will add one more column. Quarter. For a quarter I will use roundup function, and I will divide a month number. So I will take a date table from a month number. I will divide it by 3 and number of digit 0 and click it and click on enter.